Hi, welcome to the world of colors. I'm Colors. Today we're going to be making a really cute little Santa project. It's right over here. My sweet little Santa. This is how he looks. He's on a little platform and he's packing away the toys for the kids on his list here. So we're going to make him today. He'd be a real cute gift idea and something that you'd like to have for your own home. So come back with me in a minute and I'll tell you what the supplies that we're going to use to make it. We're going to use some poly pellets today. Instead of polyester fiber to fill them, we're going to fill them with poly pellets. So we're going to get those. You don't need to get one quite this big, but you'll see as we go along how many poly pellets we're probably going to use on this. And then we're going to use from Dollar Tree. I got this tinsel present, a tinsel Christmas tree like this, a little tinsel hat, and some door hanger, green and red door hanger. Also from Dollar Tree, I got these little trucks, these little toy trucks in the toy section. They came 6 to a package. I already have 3 attached here. So I have 3 left for the second one. So we're going to use those. And then for the fleece, we're going to use a 3 by 7 inch piece of fleece, black fleece for the shoes. And then a 9 by 9 piece of tan fleece for his head. We're going to use a needle and thread. And we're going to use 11 by 12 inch piece of red fleece for his body, for his outfit. So we're also going to use 2 1-inch wood balls and a 1/4 inch wood ball, which you can get on Amazon. You can get these 1/4 inch wood balls, 100 of them on Amazon for like $4.99. So that's something that you could have on hand and use them as you need them. Then we're also going to use this little teddy bear, 3-inch teddy bear from Joann's. And we're going to use some, this is optional if you want to use some fabric stiffener. We're going to use some of that. And we're going to use some hairspray. We're going to use a 2.8 inch styrofoam ball. And we're going to use this wood shape from Dollar Tree. We're going to paint it in white acrylic paint. We're going to use that for our base. We're going to use some of the jute. We're going to use a rubber band. And we're going to use our blush and a paintbrush this time. Not the blush brush, but a paintbrush. We're going to use a black and brown Sharpie markers, and we're going to use a regular black ink pen, and we're going to use a piece of stock paper, copy paper, and some polyester fiber fill. And besides that, we're going to use our glue gun, our glue sticks, and our scissors. And I'll be right back and we'll get started. So I have the 11 inch by 12 inch piece of red fleece out. And I've got the 11 inch sides together like this. I folded it and put those together. And then I want to turn it. And I've got this 2 6-inch sides together on both ends, obviously. And you want to go ahead and just put some pressure on the fold, because we want to be able to see that fold when we open it up. You see the line there that we made when we put the pressure on there. And then you just want to take your glue and go from the seam that you just made, from the pressure spot that you just made that showed you the halfway point, and go all the way up like that. And I think we still have time that we can do the other side without the one setting up like that. And then just fold this back up and press that down. And we'll give that a minute to set up. Now we want to glue the 11-inch sides together, but not all the way. So watch how far I go with this. We're going to go all the way down, but we want to leave an area that's not glued. About like that, about maybe 2 inches that's not glued. And then we'll lay that back on there. And we'll let that set up. Well, now what we want to do is turn it right side out. So we'll just keep pulling till you get over into this far corner. Got to bring it all out of there. I'm pulling the corners out. Like that. And then what we want to do is take our poly pellets. I'm using a big 6-pound container, but it is available at Joann's where I buy mine. They have different size containers of this. So you don't have to buy 6 pounds, which is, I think, the biggest one they sell. And then you just want to take it and pour your poly pellets inside this. And I'll get this filled up and I'll be right back. So I've got the filled up this far. You can still go like this with it, which is what we want to do, is be able to pull the corners together. So that's how much you fill it. And then I'm kind of getting this ready to glue back together the hole that we used. So I'm putting the fabric down into the hole so it's comes out to be a nice seam across like that. And then I'll just glue it. And I'll let that set up. Got it all glued together. It's kind of like a rectangle shape. It is a rectangle shape. And then you want to take and put the 2 corners together like that at the top, at the seam. Put the 2 corners together and take your needle and thread and just sew those together real quick. We want them to, I'm just going to sew mine together and I'll be right back with you. I've got it sewn together. Looks like this. And I'm going to take now and tuck in the sides. So it's like a big square. Tuck in the sides, and then we just want to, after it gets tucked in like that, you just want to take your glue and drop it down into it. Try to get the glue to drop into the bottom of it. Like that. And then just hold that shut. And I'm going to go turn it over, and I'm going to do the same thing to the other side, so we have like a square body that we're working with. And I'll be right back with you. Okay, so I've got this over here setting up. He's all finished, the body. And we want to go ahead and start on the head. So take the 9x9 piece of tan fleece and your 2x8 inch styrofoam ball. I did get these on Amazon. Dollar Tree sells styrofoam balls as well that are really close to this size. But this is the size I'm using, is a 2.8 inch. And just put that in the 9x9 piece of tan fleece. You just want to pull it around it like that. I'm trying to get as few wrinkles in it as I can. And then I'm going to take my rubber band and pull all this together with it. I believe this is the only rubber band to this project. I'm sure it is. So you get your rubber band on there like that, and then you tie it off with some fleece or jute. Like that. And then we want to cut off this extra. We don't have to get too close because this is all going inside the hat. I'll get rid of that. And then this is the tinsel hat from Dollar Tree. We can cut off the little hanger because it's not going to be hung. And what we want to do is glue this up inside like that. So the best way to do that, I found, is to put the glue right in the hat. So we're just going to put the glue right around the hat. The front and back are the most important on this one. And then just put it in like that. And we'll let that set up. So I'm thinking is what I want to do is the face next. Before we glue this on, we're going to go ahead and get the face done. So you want to get out your brown marker, your black marker, your black ink pen, your blush, and your paintbrush. We're not going to use the brown marker right now. We are going to use this, but not right now. We're just going to use the black marker, the black ink pen, the blush, and the paintbrush to do the face. And I'm getting out the 1/4 inch little wood nose. So we want to get lined up here underneath the Merry Christmas on the hat and the little berries, and come down here, and we're going to glue on the nose right there. And while the nose is setting up good, before we color it, I'm going to go ahead and put the eyes and the eyebrows and the cheeks on. So for the eyes, we just want to take our black marker and go around a little bit and get our eyes like that. Look at this so I get them even. Get our eyes on like that, and then we're going to use the black ink pen for the eyebrows. We'll just go on the sides like this. And do the eyebrows. The eyebrows really make them, brings the face to life a lot. So that now you have your eyes and your eyebrows, and then the mouth will be covered up with the beard fur, and we want to put some little cheeks on there. So is what I was doing for the nose and cheeks is I just used my blush and some hairspray. Took my paintbrush like that, and I just went over the nose real quick. Just made it so I didn't have to go and get out some acrylic paint and go through all that. Just go like that. The hairspray seals it right on there, and it got a cute color. And then I did the same thing for the cheeks. And if you need to, put a little bit more hairspray. That's how you do that. So now we want to go ahead and get this glued on. So where we sewed right here in the middle, we're going to glue that right on there. I'll put quite a bit of glue right here, like that. And we're just going to glue that right on there. You're not going to see any of this once we get the hair on there. Once we get the polyester fiber fill that we're going to use for his beard. So let this set up and I'll be right back with you. So I turn him around and I put some glue underneath the back. So it'll be nice and solid on there. And I'm letting that set up. I've got the head attached. What I wanted to do next was to put the hands on. So I'm just going to take where this naturally came down and like push my indents in there. And that's where I'm going to put the hands. These are the 1-inch wood balls. Put them right in that little dent there that I made. And then the other side. Now I'll let those set up, and when you come back, we'll be doing the beard. Starting to put on the polyester fiber fill for the beard. And I just kind of made a shape of a beard with some sides because it's going to be glued on this way. And this is how we get started doing it. So you just want to put some glue on both sides of his head. Like where the ears would be. And then just start putting your polyester fiber fill on that glue to give you a starting point. And then you can put a little glue where the mouth would be, a little bit below that. We'll have some. And then you just want to see where it looks thin and take a little piece where it looks thin and kind of thicken it up a little bit. Just put a little glue there and thicken it up and make it the shape that you want it. I'll put a little bit here, more here on the bottom. You don't want to just lay it there. You have to put a little piece of glue in there so it holds it all together like that. I'm going to put a little bit more. I want it to be a little thicker than this. So I'm going to keep working on mine a little bit more. And I'm going to go to the back and put some fur along the back for his back hair. I'm going to glue that along the back. And then I'll be right back with you. So what I did next, I got them all the hair on like that. And then I sprayed it with this fabric stiffener, Aleene's fabric stiffener. And it's just a whole nother, it just really feels nice if you do that. Of course, you don't have to do that. That's an optional thing. And after I sprayed it, I wanted it to be dry right away so I could continue to work with them. And so I just used my blow dryer, and it just took about 45 seconds, I think, really quick to blow dry it. So I'll be right back and we'll get them finished. Now we want to take out our 3x7 piece of black fleece, or felt if you have it. And you just want to fold it like that. And then just real easily cut out a pair of shoes for them. They're real simple, like that. I might even cut these down a little bit. They're a little bit big. Let me cut them down a little bit. And then we just want to put them together like that. And we're going to set the Santa right on the shoes. Let's put some glue on there. I'm going to set them right on the shoes. Just like that. And we'll let that set up. So next I'm going to put the list on. How I made the list was I just rolled a piece of, this is a half a piece of copy paper that I folded in half. And then I took a marker to help me along here. And I just rolled it up. And then glued it at the end. Just roll it all the way up and then glue it. And then I took a brown marker and I wrote list on it with a brown permanent marker. And now I'm going to glue it to his hand. So about that much sticks out. We want to be able to read it. So I've got that setting up. And we want to put on the teddy bear. We're going to cut off the little hanger off the teddy bear. Remember, the teddy bear came from Joann's. They come in different colors. I believe about 3 different colors. See if I can get this over here. I'm going to glue it on just like that. Okay, I'll let both of those set up and I'll be right back. So next thing we're going to do is put some bells on him. He's got some bells hanging off his hand over here. So we're going to take this doorknob hanger and we're going to take this little bow off first because we're going to use that in our project in a minute. See if I can get it off of there. Keep that aside, and then you'll find this little piece of ribbon, wrap it around there. That's one of the bells. Keep the bells off like that. And then we're going to use a red one and 2 green ones. Like that. Cut them off like that. And then tie a knot in them. And then we're just going to glue those right underneath the list. Just put some glue on the knot. Right underneath the list by the hand there. This is just, the reason I added the bells is because I wanted to bring the color of the tree, if you can see, in the presents over to the other side, so your eye just kind of went around the whole piece at the same time. So I added the bells. So we've got those setting up. So the Santa is done. Now, what we want to do is attach the Santa and the different accessory pieces onto the base now. And I'll be right back and we'll get started on that. The easiest way for me was to set it up how it goes. So this is how they all are going to go, and we're going to start by gluing on the Santa. I'm just going to pick him up and put some glue on the base. He kind of sets off the base just about an inch or so. You see, he's off the base a little bit. He's got a little, a little toy truck right there on his foot. And then the Christmas tree back here in the back goes on the hole that's in the base. The hole that held a piece of jute so you could hang it up. But we don't need that. So we took that off and we got left a hole there. So we put the tree over the top of the hole. And then the gift package we'll put next to that. And then I have 2 little trucks here in the front. Like that. And I took the top of the doorbell hanger, there was a little bow, and I'm going to put that right in there. You can see what I'm doing now. So that's how it turns out. I'll be right back. This is how you make my sweet little Santa. I want to thank you for coming and spending this time with us today. If you like this video, make sure to like. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe.